the first words that came out from her date's mouth was, "Wow, you look like you need to lose weight."
No way.
I'm sorry.
On
What I
a
would have
first
left, eh?
date?
Who are you?
Hi, Seiso.
Hey, Tizura.
And welcome back to another episode of Clarity's Hush Podcast. Today, Jeremy is not with us, so we have our PD Mean here to join us.
Hello, I'm back.
I'm very excited to
Oh my
hear her
God.
thoughts.
Oh.
Yeah, sometimes the best stories come from our PDs.
It's true.
Not even from assholes,
It's true.
So today we're going to be talking about dating and specifically first dates.
Oh, so exciting.
Ooh,
yeah.
cute.
I feel like PD Mean has
Stories.
yes to share.
I don't have stories, but I have opinions.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We look forward to them.
Yes.
But first questions first. Do you guys enjoy first dates?
Okay, I got a question.
Uh-huh.
First date, right? Does that mean you don't know the person, you're seeing them for the first time? Or maybe you know the person, but then like they ask you out formally and then
Okay, let me set a context, right? Okay, I
Okay.
feel like first date to me is like two of you at a setting where you know that this is romantic.
So
It's more than just friends.
it's intentionally
Yeah.
put across that, okay, this is a date.
Okay, wait, then follow-up question.
Okay, go.
What if you meet someone on dating app and that's your first
Yeah.
date?
I mean,
Very
you
considerate,
You
no?
know that, yeah, very
Oh.
considerate. You know that you're not there as friends, ma. I mean, you could end up being friends. But at that point in time,
Right.
you guys are sitting down, having a meal together,
Okay.
whatever,
Yeah.
wondering if this can blossom into something else, right?
Okay, so far,
Okay.
Mhm.
I would say a 4 or 5.
Out of 10,
Yeah, out
Fail?
of 10.
you don't enjoy it very
Yeah,
much?
I dread it a little bit.
Why?
Maybe because like I feel when like you're on a first date, there's a checklist. You have to make sure like the conversation don't stop. So you have to come prepared, and then you have to have all these questions that you need to ask so that like the conversation flows smoothly.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I personally
Mm.
don't like when there's silence, so I try to keep the conversation going and everything. And I
Right.
think that's the stressful part, right? Because you're still trying to get to know the person.
Mm-hmm.
It means that there might be awkwardness around it. People usually fear the awkwardness. I don't know. I fear the awkwardness. So I will always try to keep the conversation going.
Are you an introvert?
I am, but I appear to be more extroverted.
Correct.
Okay.
I think so
okay,
too.
okay.
Hazy.
I enjoy dating.
Ah?
I enjoy it. I'll give it like a solid 8 or 9 points out of 10.
That's damn high.
Very high. Only because I feel like I'm an extreme extrovert.
I know.
Okay, maybe minus the extreme. I'm an extrovert for sure. So,
Okay.
like, dating to me is like, getting to know new friends. And even if we don't end up as lovers, okay, what? Talking to someone new, learning new things. I like that
Is
feeling.
it?
Yeah. So sometimes my first dates can be like, this is a friend that I've already known, or like an
Okay.
acquaintance, a colleague, and then we go out together. But the ambience is different lah. It's not like a
Yeah.
work setting.
Yes.
So that I consider first date. But it's
Okay.
maybe also because of that. I already know this person.
So it's not so like
So
from
tense.
scratch, you know?
Yeah. I feel you. What about you?
I don't think I enjoy it very much. Honestly, like I struggle to remember like those that I've gone on.
It doesn't matter. That's because they're not significant. What?
Correct, but I also think it's so few that I barely remember any.
Wait, so people have never brought you out on a first date?
More like she doesn't want. I think it's more like she
don't
doesn't want to.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Someone bring her out on a first date.
No need lah, thank you.
No, you need to experience the torture and like the cutesiness of it. I think there's always 2 parts.
Yeah,
Uh,
agree.
Yeah.
Agree.
Maybe it's very uncomfortable for me. I think so leh.
Mm.
As in, I can talk to anyone.
Yep.
But I think I don't enjoy it very much. I'll give it maybe like a 3 or 4.
That's pretty low for Azura.
I think I don't mind talking to people and I don't mind meeting people, but like the thought of like establishing superficial stuff, you know, like what do you do and like
What's
you
your
know, that sort of
favorite
thing.
color?
Yeah. What's your favorite
What's
color?
your favorite color?
Pink. That's what it is.
Yeah, does not interest me very much. I very
Yeah.
much rather sit with a friend and like, oh my god, so what's the story?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But I have so many friends, and I'm sure a lot of viewers and listeners of Hush Podcast, you want to find like a significant other for yourself, and therefore you might have been on dates. I have lots of friends who are like on dating apps, and one of them recently told me that, when he went to KL, he matched with like 20 people. 20 people in his short trip to KL. And then, okay lah, talk to everybody lah. Then when he come back to Singapore, then you see, okay, which one is worth like continuing.
Talk to everybody on the app.
I don't know whether
So
it's on the app or like
he didn't meet any of them while he was there.
He met. I don't know how many, but definitely he met some of them because that was how he got to know his partner now.
Oh.
Yeah, so they met in KL. He thought they were a good match. So after he comes back to Singapore, they're still in touch. And they are in a relationship until now.
So cute.
But can you imagine talking to 20 people?
Yeah.
No.
I can't. Like even as an
Actually,
extrovert,
right,
I can't.
Since you've mentioned that, I've got a friend
Okay.
who uses dating app overseas, not to find love, but to use them as tour guides.
Oh, I heard before. Then from tour guide
Oh.
blossom into something more. Oh my god, that sounds like a movie.
So she would like sometimes just turn it on overseas
Uh-huh.
just to like, okay, like, chat. And then like she would be like, oh, I'm here or whatever. And then sometimes they would offer to like, oh, you want to go and see this thing or see that thing. Then they'll just go out lor, and like, it's like meeting a new person, but like no intentions.
Then all her meals are free, paid for.
That one I don't know lah.
Chances very high,
I don't
right?
think she expects that.
Okay.
But she met this person and they did LDR for like a couple of years.
Wow.
And now like
Married.
haven't, but the
Oh.
fella has moved here.
Wow, that's so nice. So from this tour guide thing, it blossomed into this?
Something like
Wow, that's so sweet. But honestly, that's 1 in a million if you ask me.
that.
Not everybody is so lucky to experience that. Yeah, but before every relationship blossoms into like a proper relationship, of course we begin with dating. First dates, second dates, third dates, But what part of the dating phase do you guys enjoy the most?
When we already know each other and like lovey-dovey already.
Really?
Yeah.
In Chinese, they say, right, the most beautiful part of any relationship is the 暧昧期, which is the
The chasing phase.
yeah. Like you don't know
The
what you guys
initial,
are.
yes.
Yeah, there's a bit of like ambiguity in that relationship.
I used to say, right,
Uh.
that I really don't enjoy that.
I disagree. I beg to differ. That
You
is
like
my favorite part of the dating
Is
phase.
it? I don't feel very much about it now.
Uh-huh.
But I think last time, right, I used to really not like it. I feel like, can we just skip this and like get to the part where like we're comfortable and like
No leh.
everything has been unpacked?
If I were to be very, very honest, I feel like my past tendencies of relationship hopping might be due to the fact that I love this
And you're
phase too
chasing
much.
this high.
Yes.
And then when it fades off and
Yes.
like all the oxytocins and whatever are not doing the job for you anymore and it's all on you, then you're like, wow, not sure.
100%. I'm trying to change that. I'm working on that. I know that this phase cannot last forever,
Yeah.
right? It's really two people coming together to put work into that relationship. What about you? What about the dating phase do you enjoy the most?
Similar to us, right? I like it when we're comfortable already. But then when you're comfortable, right, you all should still have a bit of like the
Spark.
No, I
spark,
agree.
Like the in Chinese it's 甜甜蜜蜜, but
Yeah.
like have the romance still,
Yeah.
Okay, I saw this comment online. This person was responding to this question. Do you enjoy the process of dating? And here's what she said, okay? No. I passionately hate it. I hate the talking stage leading up to a date. I hate sitting through bad dates, although to be fair, most dates are okay.
Okay.
I hate the uncertainty of not knowing how to proceed. I hate letting men down if I don't feel a spark. I hate being let down by men
Wow.
if they don't feel a spark. I hate getting dolled up for a coffee date for the guy to not be interested in me. I hate the awkwardness of not knowing when to go in for the first touch. Basically, I hate it. All of it.
Wow.
Damn.
Confirm introvert.
Is it? You
This
think
person-
so?
I feel so. I feel so.
Or maybe just someone who is very self-aware about everything and a lot of things.
Maybe.
Very conscious.
Maybe she hasn't found the one for her.
I
Yes.
think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think the issue with first dates is that you're trying to meet so many people, like whether or not there's attraction with the person. So that's why when you go into first dates, you'll be like, if you don't particularly like the person, you'll feel like it's a drag. But like, let's say like if you see this person online and then like you chat with him on a dating app and like, like sometimes you get the flutters and the butterflies while you're
Yeah.
chatting, then like you'll be excited to meet him.
But do you think that sometimes people use dating apps so much that it's like a numbers game or like a chance game, They don't like really invest in one person and then see how they feel and then go out with them. Because there's probably like 10 others that they're talking to and they're trying to feel it out. So I think it becomes a bit like,
Okay, I think there's perhaps a gender divide because I've heard a lot of guys saying like they don't get as much matches on dating apps.
I've heard this.
Okay, so for a girl on your dating app, you do get a lot of like matches,
Okay.
But for guys, on the other hand, I feel like it's tougher for them to get a match.
Because we don't just swipe, we swipe with our friends.
Yeah,
And your friends say no means no. Okay, finish, no.
Okay.
yeah, no, but maybe to the guys up there, it's time for you to up your dating profile lah.
Like how? Better profile
Okay,
picture.
yes, can you please? Okay,
Yeah.
what do you look for, Minnie? What do you look for when you see a profile? What stands out to you?
But your picture stands out. So like the first picture that you post, right, should capture my attention. It should be a clear HD photo of you. It can be full body, it can be half body, but I must see your face clearly. I cannot see like sunglasses and then like the picture a bit blurry and then it feels like it's a 2019 picture. It must look like it's been taken with a phone with like good
Camera.
camera lah. Yeah, so I must see your features and your smile.
Okay, but if it's too posy, do you feel like,
Oh.
A bit G.
What's a too posy thing?
Like posing for the camera,
like
kind,
too
not
posy,
candid
like
enough.
walao, look at me. Isn't that a bit like, off-putting as well?
No, I think I appreciate when a picture is well taken.
Okay.
Okay.
So it must be well taken, cannot be overly posy, but like your friends must know like, oh, this is a good angle of you.
Okay.
And then on top
wow.
of that, right, you must dress well. So I think for me, I look out for appearance also. So
Yes.
your first picture must be a picture of you looking great lah.
Appearance matters, there I agree. But I also think the bio is very interesting to me. Like, whatever you put in your bio will attract me a lot because I like intelligent people. If your bio is all like fluffy, no substance kind of thing, it's a bit hard lah, right?
Correct.
Okay, so after all those criteria are met, then you are willing to go on a first date with this person.
Must talk first.
Yeah, must talk first. So you look at the bio, then like be like, okay, any interesting thing I can pick up on.
Oh, let's start to
then you
talk.
like start to talk, and then when you talk, you'll see if like y'all got chemistry or.
I have a question.
Yes.
So there's a dating app that the female has to start the conversation, correct?
Yes.
Do you use that?
I do, but I really don't start conversations first.
Then how? But they cannot send you the message, what?
Okay, so if I do, I will just say, hey, like, then if there's something interesting on their profile, then I'll just try to like reply or respond to that.
Like what? Like what breed is your dog?
I will try to find like a fun way. I'll
Like,
try to find a
does
fun
the-
way.
Does your dog want a mum?
Oh my god, that's a good one eh.
Hey!
Not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah, have that one.
No, I haven't been trying and like the skills are a little rusty
Calling.
right now. But like yes, we will.
But then how do you plan that? Like, right, when you start going out, who plans where to go?
When y'all chat, y'all will be like, oh, where do y'all stay? That kind of thing. And then y'all
Okay,
try to
okay.
find like
A common place.
a common
central
place. Yeah. Or like a cafe that y'all want to check out, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I would say it's pretty mutual.
So is it a must that he pays for the meal?
Ooh, spicy question. I think it's great that he initiates. I
Okay.
appreciate it when a guy pays or offers to pay for a first
It's sweet. It's
date.
sweet. Yeah.
But even if you want to go Dutch, I'm okay with it because I'm a strong, independent woman
I
who
know.
can't pay for a meal.
But deep down in your heart, if he wants to go Dutch, would you feel like, stingy fella?
Okay, then that depends on like the rest of the date, like how I felt the date went.
Right.
Like, did I enjoy this conversation with him? Like, was he asking like the right questions about me? Like, how did I? So I'm basically got either criteria lah. I don't think because he want to go Dutch, then it's like a make or break.
Right.
But like, if he offered to pay, it'll be like a plus, you know, extra points.
Do you think like whoever was the one who asked the other person out is the one that should pay?
No.
No.
Okay, call me traditional. And of course, I'm all for gender equality, but I just
Okay.
think it's a sweet gesture
Yes.
if the guy offers to pay. Then after
No,
that,
I think so.
yeah, the female can pay for something else. Like if you go
Yeah.
watch a movie, pay for the movie tickets and the popcorn, whatever, you know. It's sweet, ma. Just give back in this way.
I got a story.
Okay.
Ooh.
I've been on a date.
Uh-huh.
I don't really know this person, so date-ish. The bill came and this person looked at me.
Okay.
I was like, sorry?
Huh? He just look at you.
How much was the bill? You
I
remember?
can't remember lah. 100 plus, 200 plus,
Okay.
can't remember. Look at me. And I was just like, and in that moment, I'm like, hello?
Mhm.
And I got a bit annoyed. So I just whipped out my card and I paid for it. And then this person had a cheek to look at me and was like, oh, we can split it if you want. Sorry?
Shut up. What the hell?
I'm sorry?
This guy, how do you meet him? You said he was a...
Like somebody's friend or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah.
Then
He's
what
really
made-
not very significant.
Really not like sorry. I don't remember a lot of things. I'm very sorry.
You only remember the $200 bill that you paid.
Correct.
Very
Correct, I
angry.
have no issues paying.
Yes.
But like, don't just look at me.
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, that's not very nice actually. No,
We
even
can split it if you want. After that, I was like, never mind, it's okay.
good on you.
Thank you.
Babe, good on you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Last date?
Yes.
Okay, of course. Okay, not very nice. Okay, so I want to read you this story. This is by
Okay.
our PD.
Okay.
So PD Nas shares, when she talks about her worst date, she has to admit part of the blame falls on her too.
Okay.
Once, she has set up a lunch date with someone who worked in an office near hers at Raffles Place.
Mm.
And on the morning of the date, her boss had informed her that they had an unexpected client meeting at the office,
Okay.
located not so conveniently in the east.
Okay.
On the way back to the city centre from the client's office, our PD and her boss realised that they forgot to account for the lunch traffic.
Okay.
So there was a long traffic, and then her boss decided to drop her about 2 kilometers away, thinking that, okay, it'd be faster if you walk because the
Okay.
jam was so bad. And
Wow.
our PD agreed.
Okay.
So she got off the car and then she hurried over to the lunch spot. At this time, she was already 15 minutes late.
Okay.
She turned up at the lunch sweating, late, in a mess, and she felt so bad. But I have to say, showing up at the first date, being comfortable is also very important. So I wouldn't put myself in that situation where I'm rushing, I'm late,
Right.
I'm a mess.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me feel good.
Right.
I
as
think
well.
once you enter, right, it
Uh-huh.
was already like not setting yourself up for failure, but more like you're already not in your best place, you know, like
Yeah.
mentally, or like you're not very comfortable. That must affect your mood a little bit as well.
But then, when the date went on, she noticed something that helped her feel a bit better about her flustered arrival, and that is her date had this unfortunate habit of chewing with his mouth open loudly. At that moment, she can't help but feel like, oh my god, thank God this date is shortened because I was late.
Right.
Because that's a big
Yeah.
no-no to her.
Mm.
I also cannot accept it. Like, you know, when someone starts chewing and you can see the food in
Yeah.
his mouth.
If
and like,
I
you
can hear the sound, I don't mind.
Yeah, the
but
sound
I
only
don't want to
okay.
see, please.
Oh my god.
They
Yeah.
want how to change, huh?
These are habits.
But
Habits can be
is
trained
it my
and formed.
job to change it?
No, then my question is like he grew up so many years and nobody tell him he.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I wonder, do people actually tell them?
You know, I just saw this thing a couple of days ago. I wish I had it, but I can't remember exactly. I'm going to try. It said something like, if you don't like the smell of smoke or people smoking, don't date a smoker. If you don't like this or that, then find, you know, this and that. Basically, it's saying that you find what you want and not find
What you don't want and try to change that from
Correct.
that person.
correct.
Quick story. Just the other day, I saw this female friend I haven't seen in a long time. And I realized that she always has this problem. And that is, she smells a little bit.
Oh.
So, okay, I'm not so close to her, like friends, to tell her that, you know, maybe you want to consider some perfume. I'm just an acquaintance. So saying that
Very tough, eh?
might hurt her.
Yes.
But then I'm just wondering, has anyone ever told her that?
I think maybe everyone don't know how to. or
Exactly. And
don't
so,
get-
so in this case, that poor date,
Yeah.
does he even know that he has this habit
Yeah.
that he should change?
If I was a close friend, right? Okay, like smell, I think a bit tough. But like chewing, right? If I was a close friend, I'd be like, can you chew your mouth shut? Like, shut your mouth.
That is so Azura.
I know. I'd be like, can you shut your mouth?
No, then when he chew, like, wouldn't he feel like his mouth is like a bit open? Okay, no.
But he's used to it, ma. So he wouldn't even realize it, right? And I don't think, likewise for my female friend, I have to stop trying to chew you.
I'm just thinking.
No, yeah, I'm thinking too. Sorry, we're not making fun of you. We're just
yeah, we're
thinking.
just
wondering.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just thinking like how that works. But actually, from young, I think I used to chew my mouth open until maybe my parents told me to like, just keep my mouth shut. I mean, it's just habits, right?
Yes, correct.
It's just habits. You don't grow up knowing the right etiquette.
Yes. Yes.
So I left that brief occasion of seeing my friend without telling her that. And until now, I'm still wondering if I should have.
It's tough.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's very tough.
Next question.
Okay.
What if the person doesn't smell? But you know, sometimes when you like don't wash clothes properly or don't dry them properly, the clothes got the
the
smell.
musty
Is
smell.
that easier for you to tell someone? Because
But
it's
that
not
one I
them,
feel like
but their
don't need to
clothes.
say.
Why?
Because,
What if they constantly smell like that?
oh,
Do you think that's easier to tell a person? Because
Yeah, it
technically
is.
it's not them.
it's not them. It's the way that they wash the clothes.
How would you say?
I say, your clothes have this smell. Sometimes my clothes also have.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must put them in the dryer the moment they're done washing in the washing machine, for example.
Right, like don't put your clothes in the washing machine so long because
Yeah, correct. Speaking of which, my clothes are still in the washing machine.
Same.
Same. But thank you, mommy, for like doing the laundry.
Okay.
I have a question then.
Okay.
Have y'all been on any bad dates?
Oh, okay. A long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
I went out with this person. At that time, right, I wasn't doing radio yet. But I was doing TV already, right? And then this person said something like, actually, why do you do TV? Like, you know, nobody watches and there's no future, right?
Oh.
And I was like, sorry, I get to do whatever I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you tell me actually?
I think it's the way he said it.
Wow, I was very offended.
It's
leh.
the way he said it. Maybe the tone.
And then right, a few years later, right, I saw he joined a TV competition. I said, Lan kanina.
Whoa.
I saw it, I said,
Whoa.
quite funny.
Men are really pissing you off, Azra. Oh my god.
Trash, eh?
Oh, yo. Okay, one of my worst first date, I wouldn't even consider it worst. I don't think I've had really, really bad first date, but it was when maybe this guy started drinking too much.
Oh.
And like the date went on like it never happened because he wasn't like mentally present.
Oh.
He was very high from all the drinking. And I'm like, then what's the point of us like going out together and like
Did he
talking,
get more
right?
truthful?
No, not
You
really.
have to take care of him at the
Usually
end
if I
of
see
the
people
night.
like that,
that's
I'll
okay.
take the opportunity to ask whatever I want to ask.
Oh, really?
I
Oh.
do. As
Good
in, not
idea.
people I don't know lah, people I know.
Right.
Good
Whatever
idea.
I want to dig, right, that's the time.
But I think that's a
It's
big...
like the time,
Yeah.
it's like we took the opportunity to ask you to book a ticket.
Oh,
Same.
yeah. That happened when I was drunk. I bought a ticket to LA. Like, what the hell? Okay, anyways. So to you girls, what are some big no-nos on the first date? I think drinking too much on the first date is a big no-no. Smelling on your first date is a big
What
no-no.
if you're both drinking as much as each other and both like having fun?
Okay,
and
then
having-
that's okay.
That's okay.
If that's what you set out to do, that's
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. And,
But you gotta be careful.
Yes.
Like know your limits if you
correct.
drink.
Correct.
Yeah,
As a
stay
girl,
safe.
we always got to put it ourselves.
Agreed.
Splitting the bill on the first date, I gotta say I'm not a big fan of that.
I don't mind lah.
I mean,
don't
we
mind.
can, and that is why I'm not a big fan of that. Because I know I can foot it,
Yeah.
I can pay for your share as well.
Yeah.
But if you do it for me, then it's nice lah. It's a nice gesture.
Yeah, like I would really much rather you pay the first one than we split and then I'll get the second. You know what I mean?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, a few scenarios, yay or nay, okay? On
Okay,
first dates,
okay.
bringing them to your favourite spot on your
Don't
first
want
date.
lah.
Really?
No.
Huh, it's a yay for me, eh.
Why ah?
It's a yay for you because you know your friends. Like, you're going on a first date with someone you already know. But like, if you're going on a date with like
with a
someone who is
stranger.
completely
And then
new,
you
right?
bring them to like your place,
Yeah,
you know?
that's a
Then
bit,
what if
no,
like
that's
they
too much.
like, then they start showing up there?
Oh no.
Oh,
okay, fair
yeah.
point, fair
Like
point.
to me, it's like, whoa, that's too much.
Okay.
I will only bring like maybe like second, third, fourth date onwards.
Yeah,
Okay.
possible.
Yeah.
Next scenario. Sleeping together on the first date.
Ah, I wish Jeremy was here.
Okay, sleeping together or going back to their place on the first date. Yay or nay? 3, 2, 1. Nay.
I think depends on the
No.
feels.
Really?
If really you got along and that it's consensual, it has to be consensual.
Yes. Like if got the chemistry and got the sparks
Damn,
and y'all got
you
something
girl.
going on.
Yeah, I don't
You
think it's...
yes.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next one. Politics or controversial issues on the first dates. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yay!
No.
I'm okay. I feel like talking about political issues shows me how intelligent of a man this person is.
Yes. Or I think sometimes when you talk about like serious things, you can see someone's ego come up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or like how they can take to your different opinion. You know, are they completely against it or can they listen?
Oh my god, true. Okay, agree. I once had like a guy ask me like whether I'm a cat or dog person, and then I said like I'm a cat person. He was like, oh really? Then he went on to talk about like dogs and how dogs were better.
Okay.
And then I was just very turned off because like
You like lah. I
you
like what?
you like, and like his explanation was also not very convincing to me. He was just telling me how his friend got a dog because like, he was lonely. Then I'm like,
You can get anything.
Yeah, and like how dogs are more like charmy with people, but cats don't do that, right? Then I'm just like, but cats are like that, what? So I was a little offended lah, but that was not really a deal breaker. It's just like, you know,
A bit annoying.
a bit annoying.
But it sounds like he has to have someone who is a dog person as his partner. Maybe that's why.
No idea,
He's
yeah,
trying to
maybe.
convert you. Okay, second last scenario. They order for you without asking.
This is a toughie. This one very tough. Like, you know how people make all these videos about how a first date should be, how you should not settle, what kind of man you should be looking for. Have you seen all these TikToks? Like, people are going on and on and on about it. And they're saying about how if someone wants to do it, if they want to, they would. If they're going to take you out, they should pay. If they're going to take you out, they should plan the place. They should call in advance. They should, like, you
Make
know,
a reservation,
order.
whatever, yep.
Should you really order for me? I don't know. leh.
I feel like I'm particular about my food and the calories that go into my
You
body.
also don't know what I like.
Correct. So I would want to not waste my calories by ordering what I like. Unless you ask
Yeah.
me beforehand. You show me the e-menu. Then you say, oh, what do you want to order for you? Oh, that's sweet, that's sweet.
But I think some people would find it really sweet. Like, that they come and they don't need to do anything and like everything's there.
Oh, everything is there. No, maybe just order one side dish. Then the main dish I decide myself.
Yeah, I agree. Because it
okay.
feels like an alpha male would. Okay, whatever I order, you eat.
Yeah,
Right? You know, like
I'll be
good
like,
vibes.
hello?
Not
I
very
will
nice.
decide what I want to eat, thank you.
Okay, last question. First date at a kopitiam or hawker center.
Yay, very yay.
I think it's okay. Hawker is okay. Kopitiam a bit maybe no.
Really? Okay, I don't mean to be materialistic, but
I think if
it's
I
a
know the
nay
person,
for
I
me.
like the person, okay.
Oh.
You know what
No,
I
I
mean?
think it's valid.
Cute what?
Like even if you say nay, because like everyone have different expectations of
yeah.
how a
I
first
feel
date
like
should be.
Maybe not first date lah.
I feel like I need some 仪式感, you know, like a sense of ceremony. Like if it's a first date, it should be
I
done
think I don't
properly.
mind. I think quite cute lah.
Oh.
Quite cute.
But third date onwards, totally okay. For me lah, for me. Okay, so here are some stories from online, right? That
Okay.
makes me feel like, wow, my life is so good. After seeing these stories by other people, I'm
Let's
like,
hear
I'm so
it.
thankful to be me. Okay.
Okay.
This is by a female writer online. On the first date, this guy took her to McDonald's, ate 5 hamburgers one after another while scrolling through his phone, then looked up and asked her if she was horny and wanted to go back to his place so that he can do her. She politely declined and left, and she doesn't think she's been ever more disappointed in a date.
I'm sorry? Walao.
Hey, I feel like my
the bar's in hell. This one, Hazy, I think it's gonna scream now. We had turned up to a pizza restaurant for dinner.
Okay.
We ordered and sat down. Within the first 5 minutes, my ex-girlfriend walks in.
Okay, this is by a male.
This is by a male.
Okay.
She sits down beside me, looks at the date and says, you can date him. But no, I love him.
What the fuck?
The girl I was on a date with got up, didn't say a word to either of us and left. I don't blame her.
If I was the date, I would have gotten up and left as well.
100%.
100%. Yeah.
Do you think it's okay to talk about your past relationships on a first date?
If the person asks, I won't bring it up.
Yes, for me as well. If the person asks, I'll be honest.
I'll answer, yeah.
Depending on how close I feel like I'm with this person on the first date.
Oh.
I won't say everything,
Yeah.
but I will like just give a brief context. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also must safeguard myself, right?
Correct.
Mm.
Okay, so like you and I won't mention, but if they ask, we'll answer.
Yes.
Would you ask?
Probably not.
eh?
Yeah, probably
No,
not.
but what
Not on
if,
the first
like,
date.
Somehow the conversation becomes that. Sometimes what if like your date mentions it?
But if it flows into that, then okay I don't mind
Yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah.
But like I wouldn't bring it up on the first date.
Yeah.
Same, I also wouldn't.
Okay, next one. This is called a walk to remember. Quite funny, okay? This person's a male, okay?
Okay.
So he says he met someone online, went for a simple dinner. After dinner, they went to the park for a walk and she suddenly removed her shoes. And honestly, it was stinky AF. So he already wanted to leave. Thereafter, she kept sitting closer and closer to him. So he had to put his bag in between the two of them. She straight up pulled up his bag and put her damn feet on top of it. Afterwards, he got home and immediately threw the bag away. His worst date ever. That's what he says.
Why are you putting your feet up, girl?
So these are the kind of things. Does the lady even know that she has stinky feet? I mean, can smell one, right? This kind of thing. Or does she not realize it? Like, if my feet stinks, I'll make sure I change my socks every single day.
Yep.
And I will not remove it in front
Yep.
of my first date.
Okay, this story is titled What Not to Say on a First Date.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
So this person says, this first date happened at Serangoon Gardens. Had a long day at work and met up for a first date. She wanted to be comfortable at an air-conditioned place, but the guy insisted on going to a kopitiam.
Okay.
So she was like, fine. They went to the kopitiam, sat down at a table. She wanted to order drinks. And the first words that came out from her date's mouth was, wow, you look like you need to lose weight.
No way.
I'm sorry. Well, I
On
would have
first
left,
date?
First of all, where did this man get the audacity from?
Correct.
Who are you?
Oh my God, who are you leh?
Okay, let me-
Kopitiam 就算了.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so never mind. Her response to that was, she was pretty calm and said, okay. She took her bag and left. He then came running behind her down the streets. She ignored him and flagged down a cab and went home. And she tapao some cai peng to eat happily at home.
Wonderful.
Queen energy.
Yeah, if this happens on the first date, right, can you imagine what are the kinds of things
Yeah.
that this person would say after you guys get married?
No, if you think
Right.
if you think that it's okay to say that to someone, got problem already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not a nice person.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
you should have said that. 2 and 2.
Yeah, no. His first response when she said she wanted a drink was, what can I get for you?
Correct.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah. Okay, guys listening to us, okay, please take in these tips and advice that we have for you.
And you wonder, right, why we talk about like bare minimum and you're saying how, like there shouldn't even be like a bare minimum. You wonder why? Because the bar's in hell.
Exactly. When we ask for equality, it's
Oh
not
my
this.
God. You do this kind of things and wonder why we say this kind of things. Oh.
Okay, so now let's share some tips to keep first dates light and very, very fun.
Okay.
Okay, I think that keeping things easygoing
All right.
is very important. Okay, a lot of people say that Singapore are very boring and nothing to do, but I think a good conversation is the bare minimum.
Yes.
It doesn't cost any money.
Yes.
Just sit down, have a good chat, keep it light and fun,
Yes.
right?
True.
Okay, so you should also be open-minded and trust your instincts.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes stranger danger.
Yep.
If your instinct says stranger danger,
Run.
then you... Okay?
Yep, say goodbye.
Yes.
Mm.
Sometimes it doesn't go as expected.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people on the first date, you are pressurized to, have a good time, have a good conversations, feeling the awkward silences. But sometimes I feel it's okay to let things just flow on its own.
Yeah, and I think the same way you can't get along with everybody or you can't be good friends with everyone, right? So the same way you may not be able to get along with this person. And if you don't, then you don't lah.
Yeah. And I think being yourself is very important because ultimately you want this person to like who you are. Like
Yes.
truly.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
there's no shame in dressing up, dolling up for a date if you like it, but there's no shame in not doing so as well. If you're the more like candid kind of girl, more organic,
Yeah.
you like to wear baseball cap, sneakers, then do it.
Cute art.
Yeah, cute, comfortable.
I think there's no greater liberation than to be able to completely be yourself and for that person to accept you, the person that you are with no like mask, there's no like calculations,
Yeah. And I always believe there's someone out there for everybody.
Yes.
Like there's someone who would love the way you dress, love
Yep.
your character, love your personality,
Yep.
love you for the way you are.
Yep.
And I think that after the first date, it's very sweet to send a follow-up text to thank them for the date.
Oh, like
and
a good time.
yeah.
What if you didn't have a good time?
If you didn't have a good time, then delete the number.
Okay, no,
Correct.
maybe say like, oh, it was nice
Nice
chatting with
meeting
you.
you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bye
yeah.
bye.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
end it
but-
there.
yeah,
like,
end
can
it
keep
there.
as friends, right?
Then is it okay like to just ghost?
But I think you
Some
should be
people
honest.
will.
I think ghosting is very hurtful sometimes. So I think you should be honest if you feel like this isn't going anywhere. Don't waste each other's time.
No, I think if the person texts you, then like you ghost, it's a bit like just reply lah, right? Use your
Yeah.
words. But like if the person never do anything, you don't do anything lah.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, lah. If you never text them, you also don't text them. Mutually let it die.
Yeah.
also.
Okay, no, but I want to share a tip that I have
Okay.
for first dates. Okay?
Alright.
So I think one tip I have for first dates is like you want to plan something after a date just in case like things don't go well. Then you have an exit plan. That is my biggest tip.
Smart.
So if you don't like, then you can tell him, oh, I have something on. I gotta
Yeah.
go. But most of the time it's true. Then that's my exit card. You know? Let's say if your date is really bad, right? Then like you want an out. Like how do you get an out? Sometimes people will say, oh my god, can you text me? Or say like your
Yeah.
parents.
It was like the level 10 emergency
Level
friend
10
thing. Yep.
emergency. But like it's always good to plan something.
From the start.
Yeah, then if you like the date, then you extend. It's like, oh, I pushed it back for you. Then you show interest.
Oh!
Smart.
Yes, so that's my tip.
Sisters got game, everybody.
No, I don't. I like to not go on dates.
Okay.
But do y'all have any other tips?
I think go in with no expectations and just see lor.
Enjoy yourself.
Just see lor.
I saw a TikTok. It's always
Okay.
important to ask like, do you really like this guy? Or is it because like you were so funny, you carried the whole conversation? That's why you don't mind going on a second date with this guy. So always evaluate your dates.
Okay.
Slay.
Correct.
Very good points right
Very
there.
good.
Okay, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow us on Instagram for more at itsclarity.co.
That's right. You can listen to us on Me Listen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Turn on your notifications.
Yes, and catch us on YouTube as well, okay? The visuals are all up on YouTube, but also you can listen to us on Spotify for the audio version. Thank you, PD Min, for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. It was so fun.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Remember to send us your stories of your worst first
Yes.
dates if you have any.
Comment. What about the subsequent pictures?
Subsequent photo can be more casual. Show yourself.
Group picture can?
Group picture, okay.
Okay,
But your first picture must always be yourself. If not, I cannot find you in the group picture. Like if you put a
Correct.
group picture, then like
Correct.
who am
What
I
if
supposed
I
to
think
look
your friend is better
at?
looking?
Oh, no.